Another thing that was talked about was the chemistry between Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham. It's something they've been working on, not just since training camp, but you had Camp Mayfield in the offseason, those kind of things. Alex Van Pelt, the offensive coordinator, talked about just the developing chemistry between Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr.
Anytime you could add an elite athlete and a great player like Odell back, it's only going to make you better. I said that in the spring, and we're doing a lot of work on the side. I know we're not getting the timing in the team settings, but there's a lot of timing work going on in between periods when the special teams working. He's over on the side. We've done some things with game scripts where we've actually scripted a series of plays for him to get him conditioning, and then the individual routes on air with Baker has been really good work for us, and we'll continue that. Yeah, no, I definitely think so. I think they're in a really good place right now as far as their mind space. All the work they did in the offseason, spending time together, just continuing to build that bond, and hopefully that'll show this year on the field.
And we saw that again today when Baker did go in 11 and 11s with Odell, but between it, they were working on the side, they were talking, they were kind of hashing out things, and those are all things towards being productive. And don't underestimate Kevin Stefanski getting more comfortable with what he has in Odell as well.
Yeah, and that's a huge step too, because again, last year was just about figuring out the playbook at this point. They were just kind of digesting everything. Now you have Odell, who's had a full year under his belt with this playbook. Stefanski kind of understanding more how to involve and incorporate Odell into this offense. And on top of that, too, again, like you mentioned, the chemistry with Baker. Last year you had a little bit of time to be able to get that done. But again, you're only a month and a half, not even 2 months into the season. And Odell goes down right as Baker was kind of hitting his stride. And again, I feel like with Odell, now that Baker can be able to, focus on incorporating him on the sidelines, everything like that, again, I feel like that chemistry is coming along. And I think that this is a make or break year for these two. And I do think that they're going to be able to figure this out. But I do think that this will be a huge addition to the offense. And given what Odell has been able to do in the past, I think that this is going to be one of the bigger years, mainly because of the fact that there's not a ton of pressure on Odell Beckham. You have, Nick Chubb and you have Kareem Hunt that you can lean on. And you also have guys like Jarvis Landry, Donovan Peoples-Jones now at this point. There's so many different weapons to where Odell doesn't have to be the guy. He can just be a guy in his role in the offense. And I think that that's going to help out Odell. It's going to really go a long way for both him and the team.